YouTube, it's Erin, and I am the Handbag Housewife, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video is going to be the third of my unboxing series, and I would say, and the way I'm going to mark it on the title, is the third of 18, but I have to confess I found a couple more, so it may be more like 20 total when we're all done. We'll see. I'm not sure exactly. But today is going to be a Saint Laurent unboxing, and when I'm all done with the unboxing part, I'm going to show you what fits in the bag, because I'm going to do a bag swap from what I used yesterday into this bag, and I'll also do some mod shots for you as well. So make sure you stay tuned till the very end. Before I get started today, I did want to show you an item that I currently have for sale, and I have it listed on the YouTube community page as well as my Instagram page. That's where I post things that are for sale. I haven't posted anything for a while, but this one, I recently kind of replaced it. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I have my Speedy 20 here, and I'm not selling it, at least not at this time. And this particular bag came with this strap, and I love this strap. Don't get me wrong. I really, really love this strap. When I very first got it, I discovered that this strap looks amazing with my Capucines bag. And so I was delighted to find that. I never have really used it though with the Speedy. I've shown it to you like with an outfit of the day. I think I showed it to you in one of my Zigu videos with the Speedy 20, but I prefer other straps with this particular bag, and I like this strap with my Capucines bag. So you may ask, Erin, what straps do you like with your Speedy 20? Well, I like my multi-pochette khaki strap, I like my multi-pochette rose strap, and I like my strap from the Kusama Speedy 20 that I got from another YouTuber, as well as my pochette Matisse strap with my Speedy 20. If I had a Speedy 25 in the azure or in the monogram print, there's no way I would sell this particular strap, but I don't. I recently bought this version of the strap with the damier ebene trim, and I absolutely love it with my Speedy 25. These straps are just a little thicker or heavier duty than the ones from the multi-pochette. It's kind of a small difference, but it really feels a lot different. These are much lighter weight. They have smaller hardware than the strap that came with the Speedy 20, and because the Speedy 20 is such a petite bag, that's why I prefer the multi-pochette straps with it. So now I have two of the exact same strap, except for the leather trim is different. And when I did a video and I showed you my Capucines with both of these straps, the consensus was that the ebene version was better with the Capucines, probably because the glazing on that bag is dark, and so it just really set it off. So this is the one I want to keep, and I want to go ahead and sell this one. So I'm listing this one, or I've already listed it, for $650. They go for $1,000 and more sometimes on Fashion File and Rebag. And so if you're interested in this one for $650, I can't see any wear and tear on it other than just some faint scratches on the hardware. And I did use it a couple times. Faint scratches on the hardware is something that happens pretty much the first time you use it. So yes, there are some faint scratches there, but they are pretty minor, as you can see. I don't see any spots on the vachetta, and so it's almost like new, just a little bit below like new. So if you're interested in this for $650, reach out to me with my contact information down in the box, my email, or my Instagram. One more quick thing. If the strap doesn't sell in the next few days, I'm going to ship it off to Fashion File. I already have a quote from them, and it's pretty darn close to the $650 I'm asking. And so you have like 2 days maybe before I go ahead and ship this off. I have a promotional credit coming the 1st of September that I already think I know what I want to buy with it, and so I wouldn't mind adding this cash to that to buy the bag that I have planned. So if you want this beautiful canvas strap, don't wait. That's all I'm saying. So that said, let's get into the unboxing. Now, this box is humongous, but it's the first one I could find to put the bag in, so I just went with it. And I will tell you that this is a huge box, but it was definitely not a huge mistake, because I love, love, love this bag. This bag is going absolutely nowhere, so let's discard the dusty lid. It's been under my bed for quite some time, and pull out the bag inside. Now, at one time, this box held the medium version of this bag, either in black or I actually think that the dark beige was inside of this particular box when I received it. I discovered the medium size of this bag is just way too big for me, so I did end up selling both the black and the beige versions of this style before my channel ever started. So without further ado, let's get into the dust bag so you can see my beautiful earth gray Saint Laurent small Loulou bag. The first time I ever laid eyes on this bag was in Boston, Massachusetts. I went to, I think it is the Copley Mall. I'm not 100% sure, but I tried the bag on there. And then I decided to buy it online because I could get a better deal. At the time, if I had Saint Laurent shipped to me, I didn't have to pay tax. Now I do, unfortunately, but I knew that I would have that advantage. And then also, I found a website called Orchard Mile, and Orchard Mile is sort of like a mall, and they incorporate many different websites onto their platform that you can shop through. So while I purchased it through Orchard Mile, it came directly from Saint Laurent, and I have to say that I had some trouble getting a good one. I had to go through two before I got to this one because the way Saint Laurent packaged them, they left the chains dangling and it left dents in the bag. And that just was not acceptable to me, as you can imagine. I'm sort of a perfectionist, if you hadn't noticed. This third one, it has a small little, I guess, it's not really a defect, but it just has this little bump right here. And I've learned to love her despite the fact she has a little tiny imperfection in her skin. But I love, love, love this earth gray color. It has sort of brown undertones compared to your typical gray. And the one thing, well, there's so many things. I was going to say the one thing I love about this bag, but there's so many things. I love the hardware. It's a silver, but it's not a bright silver. It's an antique silver, but it's not all tarnished on this front plate like some of the antique silver can be from Saint Laurent. So I feel like it goes really well with white gold or with silver jewelry. Doesn't clash, doesn't look grungy. It's still a dressy look. And so I love that about it. I love how amazing the leather feels. I recently went into Nordstrom and I looked at some of their Saint Laurent bags there, and I touched one of their new Loulou camera bags. And I have to tell you that the leather on this bag and on the Loulou camera bag that I had with me that day felt so much better than the leather on their current bag. So I'm hoping that they haven't changed, I mean, I wouldn't say their leather formulation, but the source of their cows, or I hope the cows aren't eating something different to make them not feel as amazing when they become a bag. I don't know, but it just wasn't the same as the OG Loulou camera bag I have, and then also this one. I have found that the leather here is extremely resilient. I put a pretty big scuff up here with my fingernails one time, and I was able just to rub it and it came right out. A lot like you hear that lambskin does. I think that the scariest part of having one of these bags is the corners right here. But I try not to be too afraid of things like that because I do know that Leather Surgeons is available if I needed any help fixing this bag up should I damage it. So far, so good though. Knock on plywood. Did you hear that? I just knocked on some plywood. I haven't had to use Leather Surgeons except for the one time that I sent them my Chanel Classic flap to have the hardware replated in the 22 or 24 karat gold. They also did a little freshening up of my bag while it was there, but that was the reason I sent my Chanel Classic flap to them primarily. One of the things people don't love about the small Loulou is that it does not have a back pocket. And I do think that with the seam they have here that they could have easily added one, but as you'll notice that this is a Y, and that is the first initial for the YSL, and I think that that is why That is why they aren't doing that back pocket, and it's an artistic design feature, shall we say, and I don't mind it. I've never really minded not having a back pocket. The college bag, if you use that back pocket on it, sometimes it can scuff the leather up and like flake the color of the leather off. So perhaps not having a back pocket could be a good thing. Less wear and tear on your bag. If you look inside here, you'll see that, of course, I have M Boutique Australia base shapers. I've shown you those in a previous video. They still let the bag be squishy, but they just keep it from sagging on the bottom. I had this bag for a few years before I put those in there because I didn't want to lose the squishy gushy feature, but it's still there, and now I feel like my bag is protected having those in there. You have a large compartment in the front, a zippered pocket in the middle, and then this compartment here has a slip pocket in the back, and I believe that's where you can find the serial number of the bag as well as where it was made. And I think all of these were made in Italy, but I'm gonna have to get my glasses on to check. It says made in Italy on the exterior of this pocket, but you'll see it also says it on the inside. And if you look at the last 4 digits of that number, it shows you that it was made in March of 2019, which is around the time I got this bag. So it definitely has staying power. And that is a good thing. And that's part of the reason why I think this series is so fun, is you can see what bags that I still have that I had before all of the madness with YouTube started, and you know that I truly love and that I'm not planning on selling, at least not anytime soon. So I'm going to do a little bag swap because I used a different bag last night. We went to a fundraiser for the kids' sports and I carried this beauty. I'll put a little screenshot of what I was wearing. I was wearing some Coach sandals with like a chalk strap, and then I wore a blue striped dress, this sort of the beachy look with this puffer bag. And I never really thought this puffer bag would be a good beachy look bag, but my husband picked it out over my Louis Vuitton New Wave bag in the navy shade. He said it just matched better with the dress, and since he's such a fashionista, I mean, he's like a rugged hunter man, I let him pick my bag, and I thoroughly enjoyed carrying it. And now I have a whole new appreciation for the puffer bags in hot or summer weather. So let's just show you what is in here. I've done videos on my puffer bags, but you can just sort of throw everything in there. I do have outside pockets in this insert. If the insert company is still available, it's one I found through Etsy. I can certainly link it down in the description box. I do not have a base shaper in this bag, nor do I plan on getting one. I don't really want to have that wide of a base shaper where it kind of pokes my arm out. So I do like that this bag squishes a little. If it ever were to get saggy though, I would definitely call M Boutique up and say, please send me a base shaper for this bag. I changed my mind, kind of like I did with the Loulou. Let's go ahead and take what's in here out and put it in my Loulou. First, I got some cash. And sometimes I put my cash into like a Felici insert, and then sometimes I just stick it directly in the bag in one of the pockets of the bag. So I think I'm going to fold it in half and just stick it in the center compartment. The only bad thing about doing that is cash is dirty, and I guess I'm dirtying up my bag, but this bag has dark hardware, so I'm not quite as worried about it as I would be if it was like the new high-rise bum bag that has the snow white interior. I would never stick cash directly into it. So I put my pouch that has all the things in it that could scratch or leak on my bag a little bit. Got my Tide to Go stick, a feminine product, and I have my hairbrush comb. I won a basket last night with a foldable comb. I'm going to be putting that in future bag videos, but not today because it's not right here. I have my Prada card case that I got from our tour from Bloomingdale's Prada in Aventura, Florida. And I'm so sad they closed their store. And I called our tour the other day to talk to him. And he said, I'm working at, where did he say? I think he said he was working at Versace, but I can't remember for sure. But he was bummed because the bags were not as good in his opinion. So I'm going to put that card holder right there for now. This front pocket's just huge. There is plenty of space. Now, once again, I have my 2 Louis Vuitton key clays. One of them has things like insurance cards. The other one has gift cards. and a few others. And so I'm going to slide those in the back pocket vertically. Next, I have car keys, a glasses cleaning cloth, a pouch, and an AirPods case. I'm going to just drop all those in the front. You don't really have to be too terribly organized with this bag. You can kind of just throw everything in. And I think that's it. Let me see if I missed anything. Nope, that's all she wrote. I will tell you, I can fit a Diet Dr. Pepper in this bag. And so that is a big selling point for the puffer bags. They are great to go to the movies. Not only that, but you can just snuggle them while you're watching the movie in the little recliner chairs, should you have a movie theater that has those. It's really nice for that. This bag's not big enough for Diet Dr. Pepper, but that's okay because she's just stunning. So let's go ahead and try her on. I can't do lots of strap action with this bag because she has the convertible chain straps. And the favorite way of mine to wear this bag is on the shoulder. So I'm wearing a dress by Zenana that I got on Amazon. I showed you these a while ago and they are just super comfortable. It's just like a long t-shirt and it's made out of the softest material ever. I said this in the video where I showed these Zenana dresses, but do make sure if you buy them that you color lock them. I usually will soak them in a mixture of vinegar and salt for at least 24 hours. And then I wash them with one of those Shout color catcher wipes to make sure that they are not transferring dye, because let me tell you, they do transfer dye. They're like $14.99 or $20.99. I don't know. They're not very much money and they're so comfortable and so soft, but you do need to color lock them. Just word of warning. And as you can see, it's just real casual, but it could be kind of dressy too, depending on what jewelry you have on. But there is the small Loulou. Now, if you pull up the exterior part of the chain, you have it as kind of a longer crossbody. And I'm 5'8", I'm about 145 pounds. To give you an idea of where it hits on me, if you pull up the interior part of the chain, you're gonna have the leather break across the top of the bag in a little different position, but you can see that the bag is up higher now. So I don't like to carry it this way because I don't like this overlap right here. But if you wanted to wear it crossbody and you're a little shorter, this is perfect. However, my absolute favorite way to wear this bag is on the shoulder. It is a love, love, love. It is so comfy, so squishy gushy, not heavy, and it's got all my stuff in it too. So that is the small Loulou. She's loaded for the day. I don't anticipate switching out of her unless we go to the pool or something. So this is my bag of the day now. I think that's all she wrote on the beautiful small Loulou in earth gray. If you like this video, make sure to please give me a big thumbs up. It means the world. Comment down in the description box if you have any questions or you want to have a discussion about Saint Laurent or really just anything. You can always reach me on Instagram. The name there is the same, is the @ then the Handbag Housewife. You can also email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.